Hello, my name is Priscilla Cinder. I am the Director of Property Conveyancing Consultancy Limited, PCC. We are the UK-based outsourced company focusing on post-completion formalities. Post-completion, as we know, is an act that is done after, later, or subsequent to completion. However, it is not an afterthought. And what I mean by that is that it is not a space where we ask clients to sign deed of covenants for the first time or sign lease plans. This is incorrect. We as an industry need to enhance the value of post-completion formalities because this is what creates a better experience for you as practitioners and also for our clients. And how we do that is that we submit good quality applications to the land registry. Enhancing the value of post-completion is my goal, is my passion, and it is what I'm here to talk to you today about. My story. In 2017, my sweet daughter passed. My professional mind was tested by my grief and I had to pull out of private practice. This was the first time I was able to analyse a conveyancing transaction outside of the box and not as a solicitor. I started to analyse the post-completion process a lot. I was able to put my analysis into practice when I became a business consultant for a law firm. The first thing I noticed was that the ratio was incorrect. There were 6 fee earners versus 1 post-completion assistant. Her role was just as important as the 6 fee earners, but why was the department so under-resourced? And the second point was that she would work in isolation, but she needed to understand the dynamics of the file. She was part of the team, so why did she isolate her role? These behaviours did not match that of the needs to manage post-completion well. The act of post-completion is a reaction to completion. However, it is not simply that. It is fundamental to the conveyancing transaction. So why is post-completion under-resourced or indeed undervalued by some? Perhaps a few factors is that this department does not generate income for the firm. There are no formal qualifications needed to conduct post-completion formalities, and there's a lot of inexperience that sits in post-completion. This is creating the misconception that this team may not be seen as important to some in the industry, which leads to the team being under-resourced and perhaps undervalued. So why do we need to change this misconception? 2 factors come to mind. 1, lender panels. A saturated market leads to tighter measures. Being non-compliant in post-completion can lead to the removal of lender panels, a lack of business, and ultimately firm closures. The second factor is client care service. Social media is one of the biggest threats to reputation. Therefore, managing client expectations throughout the whole transaction and not just up to completion is imperative. By not being post-completion compliant and not managing client expectations throughout the transaction creates poor quality post-completion. So what are the solutions to this? Well, a very simple, inexpensive solution is file management. Label documents correctly as opposed to dragging and dropping them into the history of the file. File them in subfolders. Allow your post-completion team to access documents and submit your files with efficiency and speed. Third-party payments. Pay notice fees to managing agents or any restriction holders on completion so that the compliance certificates can be submitted with your AP1 applications or before a requisition is received. Or you could outsource your post-completion work to qualified, experienced solicitors or conveyancers, such as PCC. The benefits of PCC is that you pay per file. There are no subscription fees and there are no overheads. We help you reduce delays in submitting applications, reducing avoidable requisitions, and reducing PII claims. PCC is here to add value. We are here to enhance your post-completion duties by giving your client an improved experience. PCC allows you to achieve this. A final thought. Do we rename post-completion registration formalities? After all, this is what we are doing. Perhaps changing the name creates the mindset that embodies this element of the transaction more, giving this side of the transaction the value it deserves. To my conveyancing colleagues, if I have managed to plant a small seed in your mind to possibly transform the importance of post-completion or rename these formalities, then as an industry, we can enhance the value of post-completion or registration formalities in conveyancing. Thank you for listening to my talk in how I believe we can add and enhance value to post-completion formalities. Thank you.